lot of Putin's claims make no sense. But unfortunately, if you repeat the same lie enough times and you don't hear anything else, then people eventually start to believe outrageous things.
I would like them to know the truth. I would like them to stop following Russian propaganda. My name is Yevgeny Levich. I was born in Kyiv, Ukraine, back when it was still part of the Soviet Union. Late 80s, I immigrated here with my family in 1992.
My name is Ariel Borninger. I am currently a student at University of Pennsylvania. My mother actually grew up in the Soviet Union in a Russian town just outside of Finland. Then she later immigrated to the United States when she was a college student. My father's American, so I grew up in Lancaster, Pennsylvania.
I saw the video of the border crossing being destroyed, Russians coming in across the border, and started reading a bunch of tweets and retweets of explosions going on all across the country. Talked immediately to my parents to get in touch with family and friends in Kyiv that things had started going off. Took about half an hour, 40 minutes until they really started listening to me and believed me, because the media, since I was following Twitter, I was like 20, 25 minutes ahead of things like CNN, and basically didn't sleep all night until I found out that my grandmother had gotten on a train to Poltava, because I was stayed up all night following Twitter to figure out what paths were considered safe and where people were going.
It's definitely so powerful to listen to you describe that. Like, I can't imagine what it must have been like to experience that and to have family in Ukraine and just to be incredibly worried about their safety for all of this. Really, this war to me is like a country invading its brother country. I feel honestly immense shame and disgust towards my country, towards Russia, and the resemblances between Ukrainian and Russian day-to-day life mean that when I look at these images of destruction, I do feel a personal, emotional connection to these horrible sights. But obviously, it's nowhere near the experiences that Ukrainians are dealing with right now.
One of the things I said was like, I don't know how I forgive the rest of the world for letting this happen, because they did, by enabling Putin, by not punishing him for Georgia, for Syria, for 2014, Germany making a deal to build Nord Stream 2 after Crimea.
You definitely opened my eyes in describing the role that other Western countries specifically played in sort of allowing this invasion to occur by turning a blind eye to Russia in the past. And I completely agree with those statements. Russia has definitely been given a pass way too many times leading up to this invasion. And of course, that's emboldened Putin to do something right now that makes no sense at all and is so devastating in its consequences.
I would like them to wake up and see what's happening, and try to get through to relatives they might have overseas, whether or not that works.
There's this kind of distancing of people from Russia and their identities with Russia just because of the shame that's associated with the war that they've initiated. It's definitely not going to be a conflict that resolves anytime soon. Even if the war itself ends soon, there's still going to be feelings and emotions that last for a long time to come.